Looking for love on a Friday night. I'm looking for peace in the clear dawn light. And you can't stop what you can't see. But that's the fun of finding what you might be. Yeah.
Dom Liberati, who just played an awesome set at the Hotel Cafe in Los Angeles. So first of all, kind of introduce yourself and tell us where you're from. And
Dom Liberati. I'm from Belmont, Ohio. It's a very rural area in Ohio. I'm a Midwestern boy at heart, and came out here about 2.5 years ago to pursue the music career head on. Once I graduated from, I got my degree from Malone University in Canton, Ohio.
What made you want to come out to LA?
It's funny. I actually woke up one morning. It was spring semester of my senior year at Malone, and when you have that inner voice, call it what you want. I say it was God talking to me. It was just kind of like, "Hey, you're going to LA." It was literally like information had been like put inside me that that was what was going to happen. So I remember stumbling out of my room and like telling my roommate, "Hey, man, like I'm going to LA," and he's just like now, like you're leaving right now. So. I didn't know when that would happen. I just knew that was like the next step after college. And I had gone to the NAMM show a couple years in a row. I think it was like junior and senior year of college, and I just loved it. I loved the whole LA area and just Southern California. I mean, every musician, whether they like actively pursue it or not, it's in the back of their mind. Like LA is the place to be, and now Nashville's always been a place to be too. And I think sometime in the future I'll spend a year or two there, but LA is definitely, it feels like home for me. I feel like I've been living, even when I was in Ohio, I lived like I was out here, and I kind of never felt like I really like fit in. So when I go back, I feel like more confident now from being here and just taking little bits and pieces. And it's weird. It's almost like you have to leave your hometown a little bit and come back and define yourself, to really be like in. And but LA's been a great step in my journey so far, and I look forward to what it has to offer in the future.
Okay, so what's the toughest part about being a musician in LA?
For me personally, I think when I first got here, the toughest thing was, every bit of your morals are tested, and I am a Christian, and though I don't, want to put myself in a pigeonhole and push everything like that on, with my music, I don't consider myself to be, I'm a Christian singer-songwriter, but I am not I don't put out Christian music. It comes from that worldview, but I don't want to push people away, and I don't want people to think that's all that's there. So I think the biggest thing for me was like being personally challenged, and it's another thing. It's like one thing being challenged with your morals. It's another being challenged with how you were raised. I'm from very conservative, Midwestern small town in Ohio, and then you come out here and it's like anything goes, and which it's opened my mind up a lot, and I feel like I've learned a lot, and I feel like I'm still me, and when I go back home, it's a good little test, to have your family and friends around, and they, they'll tell you if you're not being yourself. So it's been good so far. It's been a challenge for sure, and it continues to be. But I think any musician is going to face that. Any musician is definitely going to be pushed and challenged in their own beliefs and what they're trying to put out there musically. So add the Christian thing to it and throw yourself in LA, and I could not expect that. So.
Right. Okay, so what's your favorite thing about being a musician in LA?
Being a musician in LA, just being able to play venues like Hotel Cafe and Viper Room and Whiskey A Go Go and Roxy, just being able to be in those theaters and venues where the legends have played there, and even though I think the music scene out here has dwindled a little bit from the 70s and 80s, where it was like the place to be. I still think it's very pertinent to be out here, and it's very important to just be in that big pool of musicians that, there's so many talented people out here. And on any given night, you're going to see, 2 or 3 amazing artists that you're going to latch on to. And, I know we're both mutual fans of the Daylights, and those guys are not only great guys, but great musicians. And they're just a prime example of, being thrown into the pool of musicians out here and just learning production, performing, all these different things that they do great, learning little bits and pieces from them. So,
what was your favorite thing about co-producing We Own the Night with the Daylights or Ran or Sven? Whoever helped you out with that?
I worked with Ricky and Ran primarily. Sven was there just to cheer us all up, when we needed it. Yeah, exactly. It was great. I think the best part was just the camaraderie. Like, I feel like those guys, coming from Texas, and being Christians themselves, they kind of have like the same background as me. So it was cool. We got to like share that whole. I played high school and college football, and it felt very much like we were on a team and working together to get this like common goal completed. So it was great. It was a good time.
Awesome.
I think the best was quoting hilarious movies that we all just like. We're dorks, so it was like Gentlemen Broncos. I recommend it. It's really dumb humor. It's from the people who made Napoleon Dynamite. But we couldn't stop talking about that movie the whole time.
Dumb humor?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like Napoleon Dynamite.
Nah, it's an acquired taste for sure.
I mean, the more I watched it, the more I liked it. But
yeah. Happy Hands Club.
I can cut this video, so we're.
No, we're leaving it in. People need to know the truth.
That I hate Napoleon Dynamite. That's not okay.
Or that I'm a dork. Either one works.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of We Own the Night, are we going to see a music video for that soon?
Yes. The music video is, honestly, when I sat down with the directors, it was twin brothers, John and James Kondelik, and they're good friends of my manager. And we sat down and we had the initial like concept meetings about what we wanted, and I wanted to entail LA. I wanted to bring like, this fresh, like not take myself too seriously basically in the video, and because it's actually a serious song. It's about yearning, though it's a party song. It's like an anthemic thing. I wanted
it's totally an anthem.
Yeah, I wanted to have that, but I also wanted it to like, I just wanted to have fun with it, and so we did everything mostly green screen. And there's parts where I'm flying and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, he sat me down to explain the concept, and it goes from here to here to here to here, and like literally the last 10 seconds of like how I would explain it to people, they would just go, because the whole time they're like really lost, and then I tell them the tagline of like how it all comes together, and they're just like, that is so good. So I've only seen the unedited, just the cutscene, like basically all the pieces put together without all the video effects. Right. So there's still like a green screen behind everything. Right. So I have no idea how it's gonna look. Yeah, no idea how it's gonna look. It's got a pop-up book theme. That's all I can say about it.
A what theme?
A pop-up book theme.
Pop-up book. Oh.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's about 2 weeks away from being done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Weren't you just filming another music video?
Yeah, actually, I just filmed Next to You. We went around like Malibu beaches, and it's really hard. Like, we went to Malibu beaches, we went like really pretty places downtown, and Sunset Strip and everything. And the song is about yearning for this lover that has left the city, and you're gone, and it's just kind of like bye, it's over. Yeah. So I was in all these beautiful backgrounds, and I'm trying to be like mopey and depressed, and it's actually really hard, but because it's just so beautiful. But the song it's very like close to my heart. I think that one out of every single one on the album is just like hits me hard every time I listen to it.
What did you write that one about?
It's very, very autobiographical for sure. I mean, it was something I went through. This girl that I wasn't necessarily dating or anything, but we like started getting to know each other, and it's just that excitement of like, this could be something great. But at the same time, my life was just like in shambles. I like was pretty much like living in my car, and it was like when I first came out here and was first just getting broken in and just kind of like really testing like, am I supposed to be here or not? And so everything else was kind of like uncertain and out of whack. I think I sought that relationship as like stability in my life, and the song's all about just being like, yes, it's gonna, oh, you're leaving, like you're totally leaving. But it happens. That's sad. It's everybody goes through it. I hope not everybody goes through it, but people say you gotta get out there and get your heart broken to like really write good songs. So not like that. Cut.
Like that, right? We cut this right now. If you could play anywhere in the world, at any venue or any city, where would you play?
It doesn't matter how big, like, and people are going to be there.
People will be there.
People will be there. All right, I like it. I like this scenario. Where would I want to play out of any venue ever? I'm going to get this one. I'm going to get it.
It makes you think.
It does make you think. Yes. Hollywood Bowl for sure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of anywhere in the world?
I think anywhere, yeah, but just because it's, so close and it's out here, and I envision one day playing there. Obviously if I'm playing there, things have been going really well.
Well, yeah.
And it's in Wembley.
Oh,
Wembley.
Wembley.
That or Hollywood Bowl. One more time. Wembley. Wembley. It's I think it's in England. It's a European venue. It's a huge stadium.
Cool.
Foo Fighters just like sold out there. There's also a stage back home for a country festival. It's called Jamboree in the Hills, and it's practically my backyard back home. And though I would have no right really playing here because it's all country, that would be cool to play one day just because it's like home.
Sorry, do you like country?
I do. I like certain country.
If you could, I don't know, play with or open for any band, who would it be?
Definitely Sting and the Police.
Really?
Yeah, they're my number one idols. They're kind of tied with U2, I guess I would say. So either one of them. I think U2 currently would just be, because Bono's what he's done, both in the world and also musically, I think is amazing. And Sting, same thing. He's very enthused activist. So yeah, I mean, obviously like bassist frontman, I'd take a lot from the Sting school and try to use all that. So yeah, any of those two bands, up and coming bands or newer bands, definitely Kings of Leon. I would love to open for them.
You're a big fan of Kings?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, love the sound. Vocally, I feel like he's kind of like Caleb's kind of paved the way for our style of singing because I feel like I sing a lot.
Yeah, I feel like that is pretty similar.
Yeah. Get well, Caleb. We need you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They canceled all their shows.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to one of those next week.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It happens.
Where do you hope to be in the next year or so?
Thanks.
We got.
Next year or so,
Future.
I'm incredibly optimistic, and I think you need to be a successful artist. And within the next year, I want a Grammy. It's a goal. It's a life goal.
You're on your way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're right.
Thanks.
Yep.
Well,
Facebook.com/
signing off. Dom Liberati, DomLiberati, or DomLiberati.com.
All right.
Goodbye.
Looking for truth in a crowded room, trying to make sense of what's been haunting you.